Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. We made it. It's another Friday. How's everyone doing? I know the weather's getting a little bit cooler for most of you places. For here in Florida, we're still trying to decide if we should put up our holiday decorations or our hurricane shutters. So, it's going great down here. But anyway, thank you again for joining us. We are going to discuss custom liners, wall mount, and both island and go over some stock items as well and what you can that's standard or if you need something custom. This one's going to be a quick one. I won't take too much of your time. We're just going to get right in it. I'm already sharing my screen. So I'm going to go over here and then we'll get started quickly. So the last couple of sessions, we've talked about custom hoods and what you can do, different customizations, sizes, shapes, bands, lip treatment, all of that stuff. But maybe your customer doesn't want that. Maybe they want something like a wood hood or something like that they already have. Maybe they're trying to retrofit something in an existing hood that they have, and they just need a wall mount liner. Then a hood or an island liner. Venahood has great options for it. They have standard ones. And then if you have something really specific or something that's got some interesting dimensions, we can always go the custom route. So we're just going to kind of talk about more on the custom side. But just a little refresher, they do have wall mount liner inserts. There are 3 different styles. You have the BHSLD. This one is going to have sloped sides. So the bottom width is going to be wider than the top width. Then if you move down, we have the BHPSLD, same kind of shape as the SLD, except this one is deeper at 22.5 inches, whereas the other one is 19.25. And then finally, we have the BHPSLB. This one has straight sides. This is why you can do 1200 CFMs in a liner and only in this one. Because of the straight sides, you have enough space for the blowers, which is something that we'll talk about when we get into the custom ones. There's also the tilt out hood. This is one of our sales reps, Gretchen. This is her favorite hood. It's really cool because it's really slim. It's only 11.25 deep when it's closed, and then you can put a custom front panel to match your cabinetry. And then when your customer or your client or your homeowner is going ahead and cooking, it actually tilts out to the front, opens it to a deeper canopy so then they can cook. It's a really cool way to kind of hide your ventilation, still get the quality of a magic lung, and then have that customizable feel. And again, this is just our price book. It can be found on our website, pinnaclesalesgroup.com, under literature. And if you need a copy, we can also send you a copy out as well. The next thing, just some stock standard liner inserts. These are 550 CFM. They have a single blower in them. They're 27 deep, 12 inches tall. The sides are going to slope inwards, just like the other ones. And then if you need a little bit more power, these are 30 inches deep and they're 1100 CFM. So they've got that island dual blower in it. So of course, that's what we have, but you're not here for what we have. You're here for what we have to customize and things like that. Again, every homeowner has a different or a unique kind of situation. So the beauty of Venahood is all of the different customizations that we can do, and we can do it in the custom wall mount liners as well. So a lot of times when you're a dealer and you're looking at this price book and you see all of these model numbers and they kind of don't really make sense, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Reach out to us. We have this beautiful worksheet. It's called the Custom Liner Worksheet. A lot of times, if you have already reached out to either custom@pinnaclesalesgroup.com or one of our customer service teams, and you said, hey, I need a custom liner, a lot of times we will send this back to you. That way you can provide us with exact measurements that you need, and then we can generate and draw up a quote for you. So the biggest things here, we have 2 different kinds of wall mount liners. The BLD, again, has that sloped side, so the top is going to be skinnier than the bottom. And then we have the BLB, which is going to have straight sides. So the bottom width and the top width are going to be the same. These are the 2 big key differences in these liner inserts. So all we need to know whenever you need that custom liner is your measurements. So your top width, your bottom width, your top depth, your bottom depth. Standard bottom depths, we can go all the way from as little as 16, and then we can go up to 66 or 72, or even, I think We've done one before that was like 96 or 97 inches. But again, reach out to us and let us know kind of what your situation is, and we can let you know. But for sure, we can definitely go bigger than your standard. As far as the bottom depth goes, 24 inches deep, but those are the standard ones. But if you're going over a barbecue grill or some sort of outdoor cooking, or you need a deeper hood, we can go 33, 34, up to 36 inches deep. The lip standard 3 inches, it's gonna have little screw holes that you're gonna screw it into your enclosure. So most people just go with the 3 inches. And then of course height, the standard is 12, but if you need something taller, something beefier, we can do that too. Top depth, we do a standard of 12 inches. That's where your blower outlets are gonna sit. But again, if you have something specific or this liner has to fit into something really particular, we can do that for you. Top width as well. The rule of thumb for the BLD is that the top width is 6 inches smaller than the bottom width. So if you have a 48-inch wide on the bottom, the top would be 42. But again, it's custom, so if you need it to be something different or something more specific, just let us know. We can also do all of these measurements up to a 1/4 inch specified. So for example, if you need like a 42 1/4 inch or a 42 3/4 inch, that's something that can be done. Same exact thing goes for the BLB. The only difference is that we don't have a top width because it's going to be the same as the bottom width. So everything else can be customized and being the same. So you might run into the question of, well, which one do I need? How do I know which one I need? And the answer is simply you need to order what fits into your custom enclosure. One thing that you do get with the LB, because it has straight sides and because you have more top width, is you can fit more blowers into it. So, for example, if they need more than 1200 CFMs, a lot of times you're going to want to go with these straight sides so you can fit it in there more. And then when you're filling out this worksheet, we're going to ask you if you want the liner in a painted color. The standard colors are, again, black, gunsmoke, biscuit, white, and black carbide. Or we can do it in stainless steel as well. Lighting, it automatically comes with LED lights. Depending on how big it is, it will determine whether you have 2, 3, or 4 lights in it. And then you have your blower configuration. Now, it does have here listed 3, 6, 9, and 12. We can do more blowers. If you need it, just be aware that they all have a minimum top width. So for example, if you wanted to do 2400 CFMs, which is really powerful, but maybe you're putting it over an outdoor kitchen or something, then be aware that we would need at least 48 inches per B400. So just be aware of that. Also, you can add in these custom liners, you can do an accessory rail, which is like a bracket that comes on the bottom of the liner, a warming bar, or a warming lights, depending on how tall your liner is, and things like that as well. So I'm going to go over here now to the island ones. See if it'll let me click on it. There we go. And again, same exact thing. The worksheet is the same because it's the same jazz. We just need to know your measurements and we can create that custom liner to your customer's needs and to whatever you're trying to do here. Again, the biggest thing here is your blower configurations, making sure that you have enough top width for those blowers. And then of course, this one, we cannot really add the warming bar because there's no wall for it to go onto. Moving on, I've showed this form before, but I'll show it again because it's something that you can use to request this quote. It's our concierge ventilation service form. You can fill it out. Just because you're not getting a hood doesn't mean you can't use this. If you like this form, you can just fill it out. Let us know the cooking equipment. Let us know the measurements that you need. And then for hood number or model number, if you don't know which liner, just put custom liner and then we'll get this taken care of for you. How do you request a quote? Of course, for custom liners, you can just shoot an email over to custom@pinnaclesalesgroup.com and then we will get it quoted for you. We'll create a drawing, or if it's a simple liner, then we'll just create a special order form for you to be able to sign off. We'll give you your price, how long they take. Typically, they take 2 to 5 weeks or 3 to 6 weeks if there's something kooky, but the turnaround time with Venahood is always improving, and the liners, they turn them around super quick. So that's really all I have for you today on custom liners. Thank you again so much for your time. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that we can answer about questions with liner inserts or just anything in general?
As of right now, there aren't any questions, but we'll just give it a few minutes.
Yeah. And again, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. We are going to be taking a break for the holidays coming up. So our next ventilation vibe will be in December. But if I don't see you guys or speak to anyone before then, hope you have a wonderful holiday, a wonderful Thanksgiving, and may everyone's turkeys be flavorful and moist. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Karen. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, and to everyone else. Who's making the mac and cheese this week? This month, I need to know. That's like a family rite of passage. I'm not doing it this year. I don't trust myself. So